Hey everybody, here with my Beatles update. I'll get started on it with some books. This is an older one. The Beatles, the authorized biography by, I think it's Hunter Davies. I think that's how you say his name. The Playboy interviews with John Lennon and Yoko Ono. I thought this was pretty neat. This is kind of funny, you know. Paul is Undead, the British Zombie Invasion. Not sure, I mean, I might get around to reading it. I'm sure it's a fun read. That's kind of funny. The Writing Beatle, John Lennon, 2 complete books, now in 1 volume. In his own right, which I have an original of. I don't have a Spaniard in the works, so it's kind of neat to have that on this. Here's some cool things. Linda McCartney's cooking, some of her cookbooks, which I like to cook, so these might come in handy. This is the same one, but hardcover. This is a cool book. It has some water damage, but it's pretty cool what you can find. I found all these books at a thrift store. These are all of Paul's paintings. And I kind of wanted to, I know it's in here. There's Twin Freaks, which he used as an album cover. I should have bookmarked it. There it is. Well, there's, okay, page 84. This is a really cool book. If you haven't seen enough of Egypt Station, here's the original painting. That's not the original, it's in this book. And he painted it in 1988. Which is pretty cool. Just a really neat book. Linda McCartney on tour. Over 200 meat-free dishes from around the world. There's actually, it looks like some pretty good dishes in here that I'll probably try out. Here's another one, Linda's Kitchen. Good picture of Linda right here. I know they're cookbooks, kind of girly, but kind of cool at the same time. And like I said, I love to cook, so those will come in handy. My uncle gave me these. They're not perfect. First one is George. They're a bit dusty. They do play music. I'm not gonna wind it up because I don't want it having to hear it throughout the video. This one's Paul. He's missing his hand. Another theory that Paul is dead. His hand is missing. But the album covers, it's kind of neat. They're just like little exact replicas. Like they're a little tattered, but a little polished. They'll look nice minus Paul's hand. And here's John. And I love that they're American albums. This one plays oh, I forgot to tell you. This one plays She Loves You. This one plays I Want to Hold Your Hand. And this one plays I Want to Hold Your Hand. Real creative. But I've always liked this American album, the Beatles' second album, so it's cool that it's pictured. The only one I don't have is Ringo. I would love to get a different Paul because he's the only one that's broken out of the 3. Alright, so we'll get on to, I've been wanting this bootleg for a while. On the Wings of a Nightingale. Paul wrote this for the Everly Brothers. It has a real cool demo. Not very, I love this label. It's pretty bland. And the other side was an interesting song. I say it's interesting and I can't even remember it. Cage. It's a Back to the Egg outtake. Here's the back. There we go. One I've been wanting for a while. And this I think I showed in one of my thrift finds. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that sleeve. Christmas gift. Get Back. I've had it on my wish list on Amazon for a long time. Pretty simple here. But it's a good concert. This one also I've been wanting for a long time. I did watch this already and I loved it. Paul McCartney Live Kisses. See, this is what I want McCartney to do more of. His voice is just so smooth doing this. Some of these jazz songs. But real nice booklet in there. It's Blu-ray too, so it's a good picture of Paul right there. I don't know. This, you know how like Rod Stewart did like volumes? I wish he would do it. You know, on his free time that he probably doesn't have. But I really enjoyed this. Dinah Krall's on here. Stevie Wonder, Eric Clapton, Joe Walsh. Just, you know, just really cool. And next is one of the archive collection, Wildlife. You know, I've never minded this album. I can't say that that I'm in love with it, but I really like. They kind of like brought this album back to life for me. In this, I've listened to just the regular album, not the bonus track. No, I did listen to the bonus tracks. But I really love what they did with the album. I actually took the shrink wrap off of this. Because, you know, I have the original in shrink. And I just knew that the gatefold. Look at that photo. That's just so cool. And I love the inside. The gatefold is so awesome. Love it. I can't remember. I took everything out of it. The only thing is when you pay money for these, I love the colorful sleeves, like the Red Rose Speedway reconstructed. I'm not re-editing that. I'm tired of doing takes. Which you'll see is red. But when you pay money, these should be polylined. These should be to protect your albums. I already have dog hair on it. This is the bonus track one. Love the labels. Just like I did on the original album. But I'm going to get some polyline sleeves for these. I think I did for Red Rose Speedway Reconstructed. And there's the regular album. But real lovely. You know, Paul always does really fantastic with these archive. Even the colored vinyl ones, I know they're kind of like a money getter because they've already been released minus a few of them. But, you know, they're nice. They just need inner sleeves. So, nice little booklet. I think this is a really misunderstood album because I've always liked some songs on it. They're not like #1 hit worthy, but it was a decent album. Yeah, some really good pictures in here. I'll save you the annoying sound of that. I'll put that in there later. I don't usually take the shrink wrap off of those, but I just love the pictures. This one, it's been on my list, but it's usually really pricey. This is a McCartney Live. It's got a bit of here, there, and everywhere on there. America, I think, American tour. There's just where he's like, hey, Liverpool. So obviously Liverpool, England. Bunch of different places on here. This is an Italian pressing. I took it out of the sleeve because I didn't want it to get ruined. Those old crappy plastic sleeves they put these in are shit. But I love like the live. Like if you look, it has the Beatles in there. I love how they use all the best picture And the back has that live again on it. Really cool. Not a scratch on it. But for a picture disc, the sound quality is just okay. Beatle related. Chet Atkins picks on the Beatles. Finally found a good. I know the cover doesn't, impress, but this is a really nice copy, budget copy at that. This is a German pressing, and I was really impressed with the condition. So, woo, almost dropped it. I like Chet Atkins there with the wig. I don't really get too into the whole, the Beatles songbook, stuff like that. I do have the Chipmunks sang the Beatles and this. I don't really dwell too much into those crappy cover stuff, Beatlemania stuff. I don't really like that kind of stuff. Stuff. I just said that a lot. Okay, so here's Red Rose Speedway reconstructed. I want to get the regular 2 album of the archive reissue. But this was what I was mainly excited about. I ordered Wildlife later. I ordered this first, and I must have left a record upstairs, so you don't get to see one. It's still on the turntable. I literally was just listening to it. Oops. But it's pretty bland anyway. So, I did do polyline for these. Here's the regular. I should have took it off the turntable, but oops. Obviously I did leave this one to shrink. Nice little hype sticker. I already gave the file card away. There's the booklet, the download card, whatever. I don't use them. I like how this is meant to look like a bootleg, like Ram. It has a little bit of fake ring wear, some water damage. Pretty cool for a bland looking album cover. But I know it's supposed to look like a test pressing or a bootleg. Hence that's why the label looks like that. But I love this because you get, Mama's Little Girl. Because that was bootleg stuff, and to hear it, that and Tragedy. I've always loved that song. Mama's Little Girl was another favorite one of mine. Best Friend, great tune. Seaside Woman was awesome to have on here. Country Dreamer was another great one to have. Obviously, was a B-side. I Would Only Smile, which was a Denny Lane. I have I don't know, I don't think it's official, but that was on that album with Japanese Tears and stuff like that. So that was cool. It kind of flowed. It flowed perfectly. To be honest, history's already been made, so it didn't sound like Red Rose Speedway to me. It just kind of sounded like a comp, like another bootleg, unofficial compilation of songs. But really nice to have. I think I would rather listen to the regular one, but I do really enjoy listening to this. On its own little entity. If I want to listen to Red Rose Speedway, I'd probably listen to the 1973 version. And last, I got this for Christmas. The 4 LP set. I should have taken this apart. I might have to go on to part 2. I'm already at 15 minutes.